Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker concluded George Lucas's Skywalker saga, and fans are anticipating what would be the topic of next Star Wars movie by Disney and Lucasfilm. While waiting for some more news about Star Wars movie that will be directed by New Zealand director Taika Waititi, Star Wars fans are still debating on unanswered questions from the Rise of Skywalker movie. One of the big mystery of Star Wars sequel trilogy is Snoke's origin. Welcome back, galactic citizens, to your favorite channel where we cover all Star Wars. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to our channel for future Star Wars content. Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker revealed that Supreme Leader Snoke, the stand-in villain of the sequel trilogy, was one of many clones created by Emperor Palpatine. While on Exegol, Kylo Ren passed by tanks full of Snoke corpses, which suggested that the bodies were discarded during the experimentation process to bring Palpatine back. However, Episode 9 didn't explain all those jars full of Snoke bodies, leaving fans to speculate about how Snoke ended up being a clone and what was his origin. Now, an intriguing new theory explains that Snoke wasn't a clone of Palpatine, but a mysterious prequels villain with close ties to Palpatine. Redditor user Private Church 13 claims that he has insider information that Snoke is essentially reincarnation of Darth Plagueis, Dark Lord of the Sith and Palpatine's former master. Darth Plagueis was never shown in the prequels, though during the legendary Space Bubble show in Revenge of the Sith, Palpatine told Anakin that Darth Plagueis could manipulate midichlorians to create life through the Force itself, potentially preventing himself and the ones he loved from dying. The prospect of attaining such power to protect Padme helped Palpatine to lure Anakin to the dark side of the Force. Drawing connections between Snoke and Plagueis isn't new concept. A previous theory suggested that Snoke was an imperfect clone of Plagueis. However, this theory takes it a step further and suggests that Palpatine found a way to bring Plagueis back to life, probably through unnatural dark side machinations, mainly Sith magic and Sith rituals. Whole theory that Snoke is Plagueis makes a lot of sense, given the fact that Snoke have some characteristics same as Plagueis from the Star Wars Legends, or if you will, the scrapped Star Wars Expanded Universe. Both of them have long faces, are remarkably tall, have sharp fingernails and small piercing eyes. Perhaps Palpatine even believed Plagueis' corpse still possessed Force powers that he could manipulate, and that's why he tried to bring him back. The idea itself is supported by the fact that Exegol has been legendary Sith hideout and base of operations, even at time when Plagueis was still alive. With that in mind, it makes sense that Plagueis would have also used ancient Sith planet hidden deep in unknown regions as a fortress to plot with Sith experimentation, including the creation of life through midichlorians. However, no matter how clever and interesting this theory is, it still doesn't explain why a host of Snoke corpses, or spare models if you will, are still lying around in Sith Citadel on Exegol. Are these spares or failed experiments? From what can be concluded with given information from the Rise of Skywalker novelization, the Sith Eternal experimented on creating perfect host for Palpatine, long time before they finally got it right. Does this same apply to Snoke as well? Before he died in Return of the Jedi, Palpatine may have tried to recreate the same cloning methods using Plagueis' body. Perhaps the first resurrection didn't bring back the Sith Lord's Force powers, so Palpatine cloned his body over and over again until he was able to recreate a better version. We may never know either way, but it's fun to think that Palpatine found a way for the Sith mentor to live on, even if the methods prove quite unnatural. So guys, that would be all for today. Honestly, I really like theory that Snoke is clone of Darth Plagueis, because if that is the case, we could have new Star Wars movies that will explain the whole background of Sith Eternal and how they used to clone Palpatine and Snoke. Also guys, let me know what do you think about this theory, and is Snoke really clone of Plagueis, by leaving your comment in a comment section below. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel for future Star Wars content. Until next time, may the Force be with you always.